Welcome back to another episode of Munnie Talks. I always feel weird starting these. It just feels awkward. We can get right into it. Today we'll talk about racism, as you can see from the title. And how, honestly, to me, and I'm going to give you, like usual, a little bit of my experience, a little bit of my thoughts, and we'll just talk through it. And from my experience of life, I don't understand racists. I understand, but I don't understand. Right? I mean, you understand that most people who are racist are actually genuinely think, like, racist thoughts, and it's not just it's actually hateful and bigoted and like those people. I understand that those people were mostly they're raised into it, and I know that coming from my experience because I was not. I was very, very far from being raised in any sort of a racist household, mainly because half my own fucking family is brown. Okay, and I feel like, yes, as a very white person, I feel like I can fucking say that. Because it is. I mean, my mom's side is white, my dad's side is brown. So, I got the experience of, hey, we're waking up in the morning, and it smells like pancakes, and oh shit, it's breakfast time. I also understand waking up in the morning, and it smells like fish, and... there's rice and all this other shit, and it's like, I got both worlds, so I feel like for me, in my experience of life, racism wasn't a part of my upbringing at all. In fact, it was a lot of the opposite, because it was a lot of I go to my white family, and, nothing's seasoned, it's fucking... Ketchup is spicy, and mayonnaise has too much flavor, and, whatever the fuck. And then you go to my other side of my family, and it's fucking, do you want the fish eyeballs or not? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I got a good little mix, and I feel like that's why at the end of the day, I do understand why some people are racist, because, unfortunately, you're just fucking raised in that. You were raised into the racist mindset, and you were, brought up as a kid thinking fucking, people who look differently than you, they're fucking bad. They're gonna be bad people. You better watch out. Which is maybe true sometimes, but I think generally, as in fucking whole consensus, I don't think that's even realistic. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, I kind of lean towards, racism doesn't even make sense. Because it's like, how are we still living 200 years in the past? How are some of us having mindsets that are hundreds of years old? And we've still not learned? Why? Well, I think, to answer that question, at least to me, I think most people grow up into it. Like I said, you're just raised into it. You're taught that kind of, to think of life and think of society as that way. And it's like a tribal mindset of, stick with people who look like you because everyone else might be too fucking dangerous. You don't know what the fuck they're going to do or what they're going to be about. Yeah, that's something that's ingrained to you from your parents. So honestly... racism only exists because of generational ideas, generational ideologies, or whatever you want to fucking say. That's kind of it. Because if you really think about it. If you have, literally, even if you live 70 years, and in that 70 years you have, let's just say hypothetically, you are a white person who has never had, a positive experience with someone of color. So you think for their whole life, people of color suck, and they're all, ooh, white people are the best, and it's because of your experience. So it's also upbringing, but also equally experience. So a lot of people are like that because of their experience. But don't understand that most of the time, even if you live for 70 years and you travel the world, you still only saw like fucking that much of what is actually out there. Like, there is so much more. There's so much you didn't see. There's so much you don't even understand. There's so much you'll never understand, and none of us will understand. So it's like, to say, oh, hey, every one of, like, every white person, every black person, every Asian, every whatever is terrible. They're terrible. Every single one of them are terrible. For me, that doesn't even make realistic, logical sense. Right? I mean, there are good and bad of everything in life. So how would people not fall under that fucking category as well? Like, there's good and there's bad. And you really think just because of, like, it's like, in my brain, I can't even think of, like, an actual reason why these people go, oh, all these people suck. Most of the time, I feel like it's just, you know, you're in your little bubble, and you know, what you see on social media and TV and the news, and when you talk to other people with around you who also still think the same, you really form this, like, oh, I'm right kind of thing. Like, but you don't go out and experience, you know, like, that's why I kind of say, like, in some ways, I feel like racist people are just stupid, because either you were born to think that way, and that's why you think that way, or you were born to think that way and never experienced anything outside your own little bubble of life, or at least with an open heart and an open mind to go like, oh, okay, maybe it's not like that, and maybe maybe some of them are good, and maybe I was wrong. They don't do that. You know, most of these racist people get brought up into that mindset, and as they mature, they solidify those ideologies, and then as they grow older, it grows stronger. Because, you know, the more they experience, even God puts it right in front of your face to go like, hey, here's all of these examples of how, like, that doesn't make sense, and that's not right. They just ignore it. They just go, no, nah, it's fake news. Fake news, it's fake news. like, it's literally, as much as you don't want to bring politics into it, I mean, there is a reason why, like, most Trump supporters are racists. I mean, as much as I'm not trying to bring, like, I'm a Democrat, I don't believe in any fucking side. I like guns, and I also don't give a fuck if gay people get married. So even just right there, no. I believe in our Second Amendment right. I also believe in the freedom of choice. If you want to fucking do it, fucking do it. If two girls want to scissor it up, dog. I don't give a fuck. So I don't even understand why people even pick a side. But not to get political, I just wanted to emphasize that for all you fucking people who heard that are absolutely fucking triggered because your two brain cells are just fucking so angry and hateful. You're just like, yeah, calm down. I don't give a fuck either of that shit. I think that both sides are terrible. So I'm just saying, when you hear people who support Trump and like Trump, it's pretty common that person also is, for one, white, two, racist. So, I mean, not to get political, but it's a fact. I mean, a fact at least most of the time. I'd say all the time. I'd say every single one of them. See, and that's where you argue of like, oh, well, even that kind of mindset's kind of like racism. Of like, hey, when a lot of them are like that, they're all fucking like that, right? Well, no, but also, yes. I mean, there are a reason why most stereotypes exist. There's a reason. And that reason is because it's common. It's so common in that shit that everyone sees it and goes, well, it's fucking true. It's fucking true. You see, what the problem is you need to experience enough in life to realize that even stereotypes are not true a lot of the time as well. As much as they are true sometimes, they're also not. And you also see a lot of cases where those stereotypes don't fucking exist. I mean, look at the as a partly Asian person, I think I could joke about this. I mean, look at the fucking Asian people. Asian people can't drive. Oh, Asian people can't this. Oh, they're terrible drivers. Have you seen those motherfuckers drift in Japan? Get the fuck out of here. Have you seen them do that shit? I mean, so there could always be examples of why those stereotypes are true. And you go, oh, see? Don't always see? But then there's also fucking examples of how they could not be true. And racists, people who genuinely really have a hate for people who look different than them and think differently are literally, I mean, and what I mean by that is like people who like, hypothetically, just for example, if a white dude's walking down the street and he sees a white guy, he goes, hey, what's up, man? And they both pass and they go, hey, what's up? All right, what's cool? If he sees a black guy, he's kind of just walking, he's just like, you know, like that, like you're just kind of nervous. You don't treat them like a human. You don't treat them like people who look like you. I mean, kind of what I'm trying to get at here is like that is what racism feels like to me, at least. Like in my heart, like if I hear people do that, like we're all guilty of that. I mean, I'm not saying that I haven't fucking passed very suspicious looking people and went like clutched my pearls or whatever they say, you know? But then again in my life I've also experienced passing a whole bunch of white people that look just like me, and I'm also clutching my pearls because I don't trust them. So it's situational, you know, and that's where I kind of come back. I know I totally lost that whole thought back there, and it's gone now, and we're moving on. But that's why I kind of say racism doesn't make sense, right? Because you can have 1,000 experiences of the same thing that fits the stereotype, and you just go, see? But thousands of times. But then you have that one time where it's different, but all those times before kind of make it to where it doesn't even matter. Where they don't even think about it, and they're just like, yeah, whatever, it's fucking... It was one good one. You know, I think honestly though that whole mentality though is not even realistic. I think most of the time when you go outside and you talk to anyone who's white, brown, Asian, black, fucking yellow, green, purple, there's some good and there's some fucking bad. And it makes no fucking sense in any sense to be like, that's not true. And honestly, I mean, that's kind of what this whole idea is about. Of like, how could you logically say, if you really think with your thinking mind, that fucking makes sense? Because it just doesn't. So that's, I mean, yes, that's why it's like, to an extent, why I say people who think like that just aren't the smartest. They don't think a lot, they just fucking feel and use what they've been taught, and they're just like, yeah, you're just so closed off, and you just, you know, I mean, because usually the more smarter you are, the more open you are. I mean, that's just how it works. I mean, that's just how it works. I mean, no one who's ever been smart or anything has ever also been like, white people suck, or black people suck, or all brown people suck, or all Asian people suck, or you know what I'm saying? Like no one, like no one. I mean, not that I can think of, at least. I mean, so you kind of with that ideology, yes, we can kind of give grace to people who are racist because we can understand that hey, you're just kind of dumb. You were born to think like that. You haven't fucking done anything else in your life. You probably just sit in your fucking mom's basement and do fucking nothing all day, but fucking comment bullshit online or something. So it's like, hey, bud, I know you're just inexperienced, kind of stupid, and born to think like that. So I'll give you some fucking space, but at the end of the day, it's still not okay. It's not like, oh, let's all be racist because we could be understanding. No, like it's more of just like, hey, I mean that's again, I mean these little money talks things are just kind of hashing it out and what I think and how I view those things and talking about topics or whatever the fuck and my viewpoint on them. But it's, I mean, yeah, I mean it kind of just boils down to that. Like people who are racist are close-minded, close-hearted, and just kind of walking around life listening to other people. You know, like not really formulating their own ideas from their own experience. And kind of just taking ideas from other people's experiences and just kind of meshing it together with theirs and going, yep, I agree with you. Yep, I'm in the same boat as you. You know, and it's just, it's sad to see. I mean, at least as someone who is online a lot, because I make content, I'm constantly looking for ideas or whatever. I mean, whatever the fuck. I'm online a lot, and you see a lot of bullshit nowadays, man. You see a lot of people who really do think racist ass shit. You know, and there's a difference between like I say something that's racist in a humorous way, and it's like ha ha he he ha ha, like it's supposed to be like, oh, shocking, and oh, wow, ooh, you know, but you don't actually mean that. Like, that's the big, it's a big difference. And for those who disagree, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a humongous difference between, oh, hey, I have a fucking hair in my mouth. I say that, I go, oh, fucking Asian people can't drive. You know, ha ha ha, it's funny, like the family, like one of my favorite Family Guy jokes is the Asian girl driving on the freeway, and she has to merge across to get to the exit or whatever the fuck it is, and she's like, "Oh, I have to merge. Good luck, everyone else," and just fucking veers off, and everything's fucking crashing. It's like that's funny because it's in a humorous way. Is Seth MacFarlane, the writer of Family Guy, and all those writers, are they racist? Are they sitting there in their fucking pointy hats and fucking going, oh yeah, I fucking hate all, like, it's just jokes, man. Like, but you gotta know the difference because it is a huge polarizing difference between jokes and humor of stereotypes and like actually meaning that underneath the jokes. Like you say it as a joke, but then you're like, it's kind of true. You're like, it's not fucking not cool. But I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good consensus. I know. I mean, well, pretty much we can almost end it right there because I'm already going off on tangents. Let me catch myself, roll it back, just conclude with, you know, as much as it's not okay. And as much as racism is suck and shit, and it's not okay, and I don't fuck with people who are racist like that genuinely and actually have hate in their heart for people who just don't look like them. It doesn't make fucking sense. You're just dumb and brought up that way. You know, I mean, we could still give them grace. You know, as much as it's not okay, we can still give them some grace. And go, hey, I know you're just dumb. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna hate your back. I'm not gonna fight hate with hate. I know you're just stupid. I know you just follow a 100-plus-year-old mindset, and you just haven't evolved. You just haven't learned. That's okay. As someone who has, I have to just let you be that way. Because I mean, me trying to do anything, anyone really trying to do anything to those people, as much as it's unfortunate to say, you kind of fucking can't. I mean, you just can't. Especially like the older crowd that's like that. They've thought this way forever. And that's all they know. It's like trying to tell a cow that the grass, you can't eat grass anymore. The grass has always been bad. He's like, what? And obviously not, because cows actually need fucking grass. So, I mean, it's not like, you get it. You fucking get it. And if you don't, you're fucking dumb and I get it. I get it, okay? If you don't get it, you're just dumb and I get that. Okay, it's alright. But basically, yeah. I mean, to me, it just doesn't make sense. Being racist, especially in today's age, it's not the 1800s anymore when we all live in like a small little fucking tiny community and don't even see other people of other colors or even hear about them. So, it doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, it's like, yes, we talk about all we talked about, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking make sense to me. And that's just how it is. I don't get it. So, people are gonna do people shit. Some people cut off people's heads. Some people do the nicest things. There's polarizing aspects of fucking everything in life. And if you don't understand that, I guess you're just dumb. And of course, with all that shit, it's just kind of a joke, but kind of not. It's kind of a joke, but kind of not. Because, of course, yes, they're kind of dumb. But with that, again, you kind of have to give them grace. So it's always, it's always just fucking just do what you want. If you want to fucking hate everyone, just fucking hate everyone, but just don't fucking do it over there. Do it away from me. Go in the fucking corner by yourself and do it. I don't want any part of it. But I mean, yeah, I guess we could just wrap it up there because I pretty much hit every point that I wanted to, at least. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, I think, with the tribal shit today, especially with, like, the internet and, like, the algorithms, like, people who have the same algorithm feel like they're fucking in this fucking group with people, but really you don't. It's just, that's a whole nother thing. I'll fucking end it, dude. Thanks for watching. This concludes another episode of Money Talks. Never know how to start or end these things, man. It is feels so weird. So weird. Alright, well, thanks for watching. If you did watch this fucking far, I appreciate yous. I loves yous. God bless yous. Have a good day. And, don't be fucking racist and dumb. Peace!